Hello, hello. What's with the thumbnail? That is the default thumbnail for this channel. And I should probably update it for OpenTTD, but notifications say you're on a bike. That's funny. I'm not on a bike. I'm on an office chair. That's very funny. Should probably update that. It would be interesting to be on a bike. Oh man, yeah, just had to get a frog in my throat as soon as I start. At 1:45 in the morning. I should do that sometime. Boom, but we're playing OpenTTD. I would actually love to do a nighttime stream. I think it's really cool to cycle around Amsterdam at night because, well, for lots of reasons. It would probably be best in like the fall because they have like the Christmas lights out and stuff. But they also like most of the traffic lights are no longer on. They just flash yellow. Isn't it late over there? Are you in a different realm? Yeah, my studio is actually a time zone of its own. I won't be playing for too long, but I was just finishing up the voiceover for my next video, and I thought, you know what? I need to get a little bit of OpenTTD practice in because, as you might know, this Saturday I'm playing in another charity tournament, OpenTTD charity tournament with Master Hellish. Master Hellish and his crew are significantly better at this game than I am, and if I don't practice, I will embarrass myself. So let's load it up. I don't know if anyone remembers where we were last time. Oh, there's an oil field here. Was this here before? I think this is new. We could connect to this, actually. Could I connect to... I mean, this is pretty close. Could I connect to this by train? That'd be fun. I think I could connect to this by train. We're going to do a few things. We had just... last time we had just finished building this train station, which has a lot of mail. I should probably set up a mail train. Do I have a mail train on this? Actually, don't know. I think I just, oh yeah, we're in electrified rail now. I think I just copied the trains that existed, and I don't actually remember if they have mail. So you know what? I'm just gonna run a mail train that does nothing but mail. We're doing electric. How's the reliability on this? 100%. Perfect. Done. And let's just do nothing but mail. We'll make them, I don't know, 5. What the hell? Let's do 6. Let's go there. And then let's take it some distance so it's actually worth some money. Go here. And then, I guess go to depot. I won't play for long. We all know how that'll go. Yeah, it's usually how it goes. But it is 1:45 in the morning, so I shouldn't stay up too late. Although, okay, waiting. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why are you waiting? What's wrong? Okay, there is actually a train coming. That was the correct thing to do. Oh, but I don't have signals. I built this last time, and you guys didn't tell me I needed signals. Yeah, because this train here is stuck because there's no signals. All right, that's good. And then I definitely need a signal there. Yeah, okay. I remember to put a signal before the junction at least. Did I keep my word last week? I seem to remember playing longer than I intended to, but yeah, I gotta play for about an hour, maybe hour and a half. Let's just make sure this is working properly. All right, well, you know, that's a lot of mail, but you've got some mail? You've got mail. Should I just clone this train now? Maybe. Oh. Why was your train... Oh, that's fine. That's just because you spend most of your time loading. But I should probably bring more... I should probably bring more oil in here. That's because you are dependent on this ship, right? Yeah, that's fine. But this ship is full. It's going to bring down that service interval a bit there. I'll be visiting my mom in The Hague this summer. She lives there. Will you ever consider doing a video about The Hague someday? You know, it's funny. I haven't been to Den Haag that often. I'd been through there a couple of times, but I was literally just there today because I had to go to the Canadian embassy. I'm still going through the last bureaucracy of renouncing my Canadian citizenship so that I can get Dutch citizenship. So I had to go to the Canadian embassy today. I was literally in Den Haag today. And it was the most time I've ever spent there. It might be worth a video someday. I feel like eventually I have to kind of get around to all of the towns. I just finished the voiceover for a video about Houten. So that'll be good. That should be out in a couple of weeks. It usually takes the editors about 2 weeks. But I should get around to making a video about Den Haag sometime. But I guess I have to think about what the angle of it is. Because, you know, I don't know, just ticking off cities maybe is not so interesting. Who needs signals when you have ERTMS level 3? Yeah, there you go. Can you say Cobson is a gem? Cobson is a gem? All right. I am not your monkey. I'm not going to dance for you. Den Haag is interesting, but its traffic design is meh. You know, having been there so many times now, I'm an expert at it now. Having been there today, I will say that the bicycle infrastructure by Dutch standards is sometimes not that great, like painted bicycle gutters and stuff. But I was actually pretty impressed by the trams. They were like everywhere. I need to spend more time there. But the trams were better than I thought. Oh, hey, there's another oil field. Again, was that here before? All right. While we're here, don't distract me. I'm here to learn this game, relearn this game. Like, I've been playing this game since it was Transport Tycoon Deluxe, not Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Are you in the Netherlands? This is a night stream. This is a night stream. I'm in my studio in the Netherlands. Yes, I've been playing this game since I was a little kid. But every time I go to do a charity tournament with Master Hellish, who is phenomenal at this game. He is the best, and if you want to learn it, you should check out his channel. He and all of his crew absolutely school me, so I need to practice a little bit, so at least I'm not too embarrassing. Although usually I play on a team with other people. I'm not on a team by myself because otherwise I would be in last place, and that would be embarrassing. So I usually play with some others. You go. I know you have too few orders. I'll get to that. Jesus, stop being so impatient. And then I want you to go here, and I want you to transfer all of that sweet, sweet oil. And then as soon as you've done that, you can go to the nearest depot, which is right there. And that should hopefully keep you from breaking down. Love from Rwanda. Nice. I have never been to Rwanda. I haven't been to that many places in Africa, to be honest, but I've been to a few. They're going to delete the biggest and busiest car infrastructure. Something for a video, maybe. That would be a good video. See, normally what I need to do for my videos, if you haven't noticed, I've gotten good at this whole YouTube thing over the past few years. I used to just make a video about a topic. But now I realize you need to have like a hook. Like I don't even start a video until I know what the thumbnail and title are going to be, because that leads into like what the hook is. And so I present the hook at the beginning in the intro and talk about that. And then I talk about anything else I want to talk about in this city. Like Bergen in Norway was a great example where I talked about the bicycle tunnel. But then, like, that was done within the first, like, 10 minutes. And then I talked about other stuff in Bergen and the LRTs and all that other stuff after that. And then tied it all up at the end. So if I do something for Den Haag, you need to tell a story. That's exactly it. Good seeing you from the Philippines. Very nice. See, I like doing streams at, like, different times. And then I get people from different parts of the world. Although Rwanda is in the same time zone as I am, I think. Or 1 hour difference. But yeah, you need to tell a story with a YouTube video. You need to have a hook. You need to have something that gets people in. And then once they're there, then I can talk about other related things. But like, it's not enough to just say, this is a video about Den Haag. Nobody's going to click on that. But if I say, this Dutch city removed its biggest intersection. Rijwijksplein Autolu. Awesome. I will do that. Thanks, Tim. Oh, by the way, if you see that I'm responding to chatters that you don't see, it's because I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I just signed up for a restream again, so I will do it on both all the time. I wasn't using restream for a while because, you know, I don't stream that often. It's expensive and everything, but and restream, the other thing I don't like about it when I'm on the bike is it introduces some lag, so that when people, you know, say, oh, you should turn left here, I see it like 30 seconds later. Or maybe not 30 seconds, but too late anyway. But I've decided that Restream just makes streams easier, and I am terrible at dealing with the stream technical issues. Like, I'm sure I could get better at it, but I just don't stream often enough. So Restream just makes my life easier. Which, the side effect of that means that I will always be multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube for the foreseeable future. Like the Utrecht video, did a great because of the comparison. Yeah, exactly. So, exactly. So, like, I wanted to make a video about Utrecht, but I didn't really. I mean, there's so many other things. I want to make more videos about Utrecht, but I found it interesting because the population was about the same as London, Ontario. I thought that was the most interesting angle for that. But you're distracting me. I'm here to relearn how to play OpenTTD. Fair points about The Hague. I'm British, living in Montreal. Roads are awful in both countries. Yeah. Well, much worse in Montreal. Man, the roads in Montreal, I mean, the potholes act as traffic calming. Did you learn that building through farmlands is more expensive? Yes, I did. That is why, when I built this line, I skirted by this farmland, and then there was actually this path through here. So the only part of the farm that I had to destroy was this little section here, but otherwise this was actually already open, and that's why I took that route. Okay, anyway, back to this. So a bunch of oil here. What's this? More oil here. I wonder if I should do the same thing and just bring oil from here, but this is not very far to go to drop off the oil. It's not going to be worth anything. So because in this game, give us your hottest Linux takes. You know, I've been using Linux since 1996, which is kind of wild. The first Linux distribution I used was Yggdrasil Linux, which isn't even around anymore. Red Hat, get out of here. I did have Red Hat Enterprise Linux at one job that I had in 2003 and 4, I think it was. But no. In 1997, I switched to Debian, and I've been on Debian or something related to it ever since. Debian or Ubuntu. I used Mint for a bit, but it was too beginner for me. So it's usually Debian or Ubuntu. Okay. What am I... you know what? I'm going to leave this for now because I don't have a good place to send this. If I send this just to here, it's going to be such a short distance that I'm not going to make any money. So it's not going to be worth it. So I almost want to like take this oil and send it somewhere farther away. And I don't see... I could look at the map, but I don't really care right now because I seem to remember... What do you think of iOS 26? Well, I don't use iOS, so I don't know anything about it. I remember, yes, one of the issues that we had last time was that this junction, which is like really nice, right? It's well designed and everything. This is the way you're supposed to do an OpenTTD junction. It has a kind of fatal flaw because trains cannot go from here out this way. So they come out this way, and then they need to go to here. So I need to... The only way trains can come is that way, so I need to build a tunnel. And it looks like I was going to build something here, but then stopped, I guess? I don't know. But this tunnel, would this even work, or will it run into... I guess it will work. I think I intended to have it come down like this way. But then it needs to loop around that way. Yeah, I think it could do that. Mint is a bit too friendly for my taste. It's too locked down. Yeah, I felt like I installed it for my kids. Oh, I don't have signals properly set up here. You can see the track goes darker here when the train has reserved the block, and I should have signals. I must have been halfway in the middle of making this when I stopped, because there's a bunch of stuff missing here. Like there need to be signals before this junction, and I should put a signal maybe, I don't know, here and here. I'm not going to do the auto signal thing because it's too short. Anyway, yeah, Mint. I set up Mint when my kids were young, and they had a computer they could use, and then I set up Mint on that so that it was easy for them to use and they wouldn't trash it. But it was too simple for me. Apple changed everything in the 26. Oh, that's interesting. Those tech companies they gotta keep changing things. Even though they don't need to change it, they gotta keep changing it. Otherwise, it's not new and fresh. They gotta keep themselves busy. Google does the same thing sometimes, and then cancels half their products and creates new ones, and then merges them together, and then removes them again. And it's really fun. Love tech companies. Okay. I'm just making some space here because I think this needs to come out like this. And then I do want these to be reasonably large turns so that the trains can take them quickly. And I think the signal's in the way, isn't it? Yeah. Opinion on walkable BBCs? No idea. All right. What was I doing? Oh, that's the one at the docks. I don't care about that. Okay. Signals on every single block bit of overkill too. Yeah. But you want to have the signals approximately your train distance apart. What is going on here? Okay, I can get rid of that signal. I don't want the signal so close to the to this junction either, though. So I think if I remember correctly, you want a signal going into the junction, but not on the way out, so that it will stop here. But then once it goes, you want your first signal to be somewhere farther in, so it reserves this block, and yeah, then it hits this. That's fine. My first computer as a kid had Ubuntu. Windows is so bloated these days, I might switch over. Yeah, I mean, I know it's difficult to switch to Linux. I don't use Linux. I mean, this is a Mac OS computer for my work stuff. I know it's a pain in the ass to use Linux sometimes for work because of the apps you need and all that stuff. But like, holy shit, man, Windows has become so bloated. All right. That should do it, right? Why is that signal there and not on the I don't know what I was thinking when I made this junction. Is this correct now? These signals should not be here. Oh, this should be here because this is going into a switch. This is annoying because trains, if they're stuck here, they're going to back up the main line. My first computer was a DOS machine. My first computer was a VIC-20, then a DOS machine. Do you think Palantir's data mining operation will help with urban planning? Is this like a Mussolini made the trains run on time kind of thing? Which he didn't. He just said that he did, because believe it or not, fascists just lie about stuff. Okay, this is not ideal because any trains stopping here are going to back up the main line, but at this point, I don't think I care enough to fix that right now, so this train station is not busy enough for that to have any meaningful effect. Are you ever going to do more City Skylines or the second ones? Yeah, perhaps. I don't play City Skylines that often. I have City Skylines 2. I was actually in the beta for City Skylines 2, but I did not like it. I was having a lot of performance issues. I was actually planning on making a video and maybe even like a sponsored video and stuff with Paradox, and I was, in the chat with like Spiffing Brit and all those people. It was kind of fun. But the performance was really bad for me. I think there was some ATI bug, and the the computer I was playing on had a ATI Radeon. I used to work at ATI, which is why I still call it ATI and not AMD. But anyway, I had a Radeon card in it, and it was like really bad performance, and it didn't have any bicycles. And so I just said, like, you know what, I'm not gonna promote this to my audience. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Because believe it or not, occasionally, every once in a while, there are YouTubers that have ethics. And I thought, I don't know, man. I didn't feel comfortable. So I said, thanks, but no thanks for that. And there should be a signal here. And I haven't really played it much. However, my son plays it. And he plays Transport Fever, I think it is. Is that the one? And I have been talking about doing another a stream with him. And so I think I'm going to have my son play it like I've done before. Actually, there's some others on this channel where he plays it and I do the commentary, and it actually works out really, really well. Because then, even while I'm talking, the game is going on, unlike right now where the game is, nothing is happening because I'm getting distracted and talking too much. Okay, anyway, I think that works now, right? There were a bunch of trains that went here to Spikenberg and then went on to Amstelheim, and they couldn't get out and they were getting lost and stuff like that. So let's go take a look at this oil train, and is it doing better now? This one's on its way with a full load of oil, and this one's going back. Okay, that seems fine to me. Production here is 53,000 liters of oil, and this is... Whoa! That's a lot of oil. How much does it create? How do I see the industry of how much it creates per month? There. 162, and this is 81. Okay, so I think I actually need to clone this ship. Because how much can this thing carry? I was in the CS2 Alpha back in 2020. We had high hopes. Such shame. Yeah. So, yeah, I have heard it's better. My son tells me it's better. I don't know if I don't think they've added bicycles yet, though, right? I was waiting for them to add bicycles before I took a look at it. Transport Fever 2 is pretty fun. Yeah. It feels like a kind of modern version of this game. In a way, like if you did a modern version of this. I'm gonna clone this this boat because there's a ship ton of oil in that oil rig. Actually, maybe even worth 2. Cloning 2 of them. Are you gonna go here, or are you gonna do some bullshit? Can you just go here? Hurry up. Okay. Yes. So depot. And we're just going to clone this ship, I think, twice. And go. 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 Yep, no bikes. Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for it to have bikes and before I made a video about it. Now I think like, I mean, I was going to do a not just bikes video about it, not like an NJB live one. But I don't know, whatever. I don't think I'll do that anymore. It feels like it's too late. It's kind of silly to do that, but I'll stream it, I think. You hear about the new chainless bikes? Yeah, they always have chainless bikes. They're usually kind of gimmicky. I mean, the thing is, chains work really, really well. Bikes in general have been kind of designed to be basically perfect. It's hard to improve them. I mean, it's not impossible to improve them, but it is hard to improve them. This is too close for more oil, right? Maybe I'll just build something out to here, and then I'll find some other place to All right, Giga. You gotta cut it out. CS2 has bikeless bikes, nice. Okay. So I think I'll put a station here. I wonder, is there anything else I want to do? We got a couple of coal mines. Iron ore mines. Because I'm wondering if I can make, like, a mainline train that goes a farther distance. So the coal mines need to go to a power plant. I don't see one. I might have to use the map. This is why an Omafeet is basically just safety bicycle as initially designed. Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know, man. I used to work in tech. I understand that, like, you want to make something new. You want your iOS to be completely new this time around. I get that, but, like, I kind of wish we would just stop doing that so much. Like, you don't need to make something new all the time. Well, I guess late stage capitalism and all. Wish I could stick around, need to go to bed. Well, it is late, so you should go to bed. Good night. For some things, like, this is one of these things that's really kind of black-pilled me about cities, too. Where, like, they talk about smart cities and all this tech that they could bring to cities and self-driving cars and all this stuff. And the more I learn about it, the more I realize, like, we've had the tech for, like, hundreds of years. We could just do it. It's not a tech problem. It's a political problem. And that's the case with so much stuff. And I also feel the same way. Yeah, don't fix what isn't broken. I feel the same way with bicycles. Like, stop fucking around with bicycles. Like, fine, going to e-bikes and pedal assist that detects, you know, your cadence, and, you know, there's lots of stuff to do around e-bikes right now. But, like, don't go fucking with bicycles. They're actually pretty great. And those what are they called? The, like, rubber chains. What are they called? I have one. Belt drive. Those are actually pretty cool. But, like, you know, minor changes here. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. So what should I do with these coal plants? I got 2 of them here. So I don't think this is enough space to bridge between the 2 of them, but that would be funny. I wonder, actually, whatever. I got trees, I got some iron ore, and if I take these out of here, and I could use this main line here to bring them down here. Well, here's a coal power plant, so that seems like a kind of obvious thing to do right now. You can play junctions and remodel roads you hate in your area. Man, I live in the Netherlands. I don't hate anything in my area. Okay, that's not entirely true, but you get the idea. 3 tracks. Let's just do 2. All right. Let's do that. Like, I'm going to see Safari be cars, 5G cell towers everywhere. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Have you played Spruckney? No, I've never played that. Okay, okay, let's just build this out. Nothing special here. I was thinking maybe I'll do a row station, but I don't think that's necessary. And signals. Oh, close me out here. Signals. Out. I'm going in. And then I guess I'll just connect to this main line here. And what's the best way to do that? So I've got a couple of tracks. Oh, I've got a depot here off of the main line. That was very well designed. Nicely done. It's almost like I played this game before. Man, sometimes the 90ness of this game is annoying. Like, what is that? I can't tell what angle that is on. So you know what? We are just going to landscape that. Okay, so we'll come down like this. And then this should go. This is not going to be a weird angle, right? This, that way. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But we can go straight down like that. And then remember which button it is on the Mac. All right. And then I need to do something here as well. that connects through to this. And I think because this is lower, I should probably do a tunnel, right? Maybe actually get rid of those and do that. And I think we can just level this out and I can make a tunnel through here. What I hate is how Assen got smart signals everywhere years ago and Groningen is still stuck on time signals. Yeah. You know, Assen it's funny. I know about Assen. I've been there before, actually. I filmed a bunch of stuff there. I know about it because the guy David Hembro, who has a blog that's been around for like 15 years called A View from the Cycle Path, which if you don't know it, you should read it. It's he doesn't really do that stuff anymore. He's become even more of a cranky old man than I am. But his blog is really, really good. And he lives in Assen, which is how I know the city. And it's a surprisingly well-designed city in many ways. And I did think that. I went there from Groningen, and I thought, it's actually kind of better than Groningen in a bunch of ways, which is funny. Oh, can't build. I was trying to build it before that train came in. All right. Now you're going to be there. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, it's fine. Go. Stupid trains. And there. Okay, got it in time. Okay, so now we can go down to this Amstelheim Woods. We can do signals here. Did the music shut off or something? Why is there no more music in the game? That's bizarre. Just out of interest, would you choose to live in Amsterdam again if you moved here? Yeah, I mean, I like Amsterdam, for sure. It gets shit on by Dutch people, but like, it's not bad. It's just big city hate. Although, when we first wanted to move here, okay, the music's coming back. It was just a quiet part. When we first moved here, we were actually planning on moving to Utrecht, but you know, we couldn't find jobs there, so it was kind of irrelevant. I still might like to live in Utrecht or Delft or something like that, but you know what? I'm happy in Amsterdam. This signal can go. Amsterdammers love it, non-Amsterdammers hate it. Yeah, but at the same time, like, man, fuck every place I've ever lived. Everybody hates the big city. Like, in Canada, everybody hates Toronto. And in Taiwan, everybody hates Taipei. And, like, it's the same everywhere. In the UK, everybody hates London. So it's like, whatever. It's just big city hate. Whatever. I don't know. I get it. Not everybody wants to live in the city, but like at the same time, some of it's just lame. Delft represent, yeah. So I've been to Delft a couple times because Chris and Melissa Bruntlett, they've written a couple books about cycling. They live there. And I've been down to visit them. And I made my video about noise there because Delft is quiet. And they do a whole bunch of, the gemeente does a whole bunch of stuff to keep it quiet, which is cool. Okay, it was cold that I was doing, right? I'm getting distracted. So yeah, I like Delft. So I've got two coal mines here. Can I cheat this and access both of them? Can I just do like a cheesy spread station or something? Ooh, if I make the platform like really long. Okay. Oh, that that actually accepts iron ore as well. But it doesn't quite get to that guy there. But yeah, flatline required. That's what I thought. Let me see. What can I do here? I was born in Delft and I come back every few years. This traffic circulation plan is interesting, but not very good. Yeah, I mean, there are better traffic circulation plans, but now we're getting picky. Okay. Wood, coal, iron ore. But that Yeah, can I get this? This is really dumb. Why am I doing this? All right, we'll put that station there. And then if I cheat a little here, I might be able to get the game. No, it just doesn't want to get there, does it? I can't get that other. Now I follow every Spore Zone project. Nice. Yeah. I love what they did by removing the elevated rail line in Delft. This train station is stupid. Maybe I should get some different train stations down too, because do I have some installed? I don't know. I don't see any. I think I should probably install the GRF. Those sections are now all underground. Yeah, it's really cool how they buried the train station in Delft. It's very, very good. Okay, this is going to be crazy expensive because it's all farmland. This is such a dumb station. Why am I doing this? Number of tracks, 3. And then it covers that coal mine too. All right. Oh, station 2 spread out. Boo. Part outside of the center lacking. Yeah. I mean, that's the way it is in a lot of cities. Still had cars parked outside the train line when I was a kid. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when they did it though, right? If I do this only 2 tracks, can I? No, I just can't. I'm gonna have to build another station. So that was dumb to build this. But whatever. That was fun. It was fun to see if I could do a spread station to go between both of those, but it's not meant to be. Let's do a junction here. What's the best junction to do here? Come out from here, and then I need to go under. 15 years ago, I think? Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Okay, so I need to do this. This is kind of annoying. Don't care about a goods truck. I think I'm just going to build a bridge. I know bridges are not ideal in this game, but I think we're just gonna do bridge from here to here. Okay, can you just work with me here? I know they're not the same level, but just make it the same level. Just do it from one to the other. Why do you have to be like this? Sometimes the 90s interface gets to me. I just wanted you to make it go down to that level, but now do I really have to like build it up to that level? Still not at the same level. But what if I build it to here? Stop. Stop. I really need to... Part of the reason why I do these practice sessions is to remind myself how to... what the keys are. There. That should do... Okay. That is there. That there. Okay, good. Done. Done. Construction started 2009, opened in 2015. Yeah, that sounds about right. 10 years then. Weird to get a McDee's ad? That's funny. YouTube won't be getting any ads because ads are fucked up across my whole channel because of a YouTube AdSense problem that is not cool. So I hope they resolve that. But for now, you get no ads on YouTube. Because I'm not monetized anymore. Fucking YouTube. Man. Love-hate relationship. Okay, let's this is getting really expensive here. I never use the keys half the time and just use the GUI. Yeah. The thing is though, like I can't keep up with Master Hellish and his crew, but like if I want any chance at all of even kind of having any chance of keeping up even a little bit, I need to use the keys. This is quite the mess, actually, just randomly going up this hill. Should I fix this? Is this worth fixing? I feel like it's worth fixing because now I'm attaching this line to it. I feel like this shouldn't go up and then down again. Like if I just leveled this all out. I know I must remove it. Aston did a full redesign of the train station and a lot of roadworks, including new bridges opening a canal that was closed years ago, and they kept on budget on time. That's pretty good. Trans rights are human rights. That is correct. How do we, they finished a month early. Not bad. You know, I mean, I don't know if it was ProRail, but I have found ProRail just generally does a really good job here. Now, but there's going to be a train coming right now complaining at me, right? Right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, had to be. Yeah, I know. Just stop. I know he's lost. Can you just hold on for a second? You know what? Just, I know I can't do that in a network game, but you know what? It's fine. Come on. Really? Okay, I guess I don't have that feature enabled in the settings. I know you're lost. Chill out, dude. This is really ugly now, and I regret doing this. But we'll come along and fix the other track later. Oh, and these are zigzags now, which is like the worst thing to do in this game. Yeah, I don't want to do this. Okay, you know what? You know what? This is going to. All of it's going. And we're just going to use infinite money here. There. How's that? Huh? How's that? Now, you are going to... You just get out of the way. Just go. Just go. And then I will build this out to here. Come on. There. ProRail manages their contractors, pretty much how that works. Yeah. You got to change the whole build while pause settings. Yeah, I know. I normally have build while pause on, but apparently not right now. Okay. Now I need new signals, but I need you to get out of the way first. Okay. Train was in the way. Why are you not building signal? Zigzagging doesn't slow down. It's just 90-degree curve. I thought if the trains change direction within the length of a train, it slows them down. So if it goes like a left-hand turn and then a right-hand turn in the length of a train so that it's over both curves at the same time, then it will go slower. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. And also curves. Oh, the reason that didn't do the automated signals is because I still had this piece here. There's a couple of things where you don't want to have like really sharp turns. And I'm pretty sure you also don't want to change directions of the turn. Man, there's a lot of trains coming through here now. Okay, now you've got proper signals. Good, good. And let's connect this through to this main line. As soon as you are out of the way. It is kind of annoying you can't put a track down when there's a train on it. Like, I know you can't do that in real life, but come on. Like, it's kind of annoying that it doesn't let you do that. Okay, now where were we? Let's build this out. This should be significantly easier. That was like a giant ordeal there. And you can go out like that. That's doing a full curve, not a reverse curve, like an S-bend. Oh, okay. So this shouldn't slow down the train then, here? I can't tell if he slowed down or not. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's this direction, and then we need something going this direction, so that should be fairly straightforward, right? I don't want you to go up that hill. I want to level this out and go down this way. Nice. All right, train, get out of the way. There. And put a signal in before the junction. Put another one maybe here-ish. Get rid of... What is the key for... You. Okay. Right. Now you go down and you free up that junction now. Okay, that's fine. Good. Proper junction design. Now, where was I? I want to do... probably put a depot here, maybe? And we'll get something that can haul coal. Reliability 96. I think the 40 is probably better, right? It's only marginally faster. Whatever. Okay, shouldn't slow down the train. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. Before I go into a tournament game. Full truck. Let's just make you, might as well just make you 7 long here, I guess. And I'm going to make you go here and fully load any cargo. And I haven't built your station down here yet, have I? Oh yeah, no wait, of course I did. Okay, then we will go here. And then I will have you go to the depot. There is some way to go to like depots automatically. Okay, and then I'm going to clone this train. That's probably too many trains, but I have a plan here. I think I'm just going to have a shuttle going between this coal plant and this station. And I'll probably just do it by truck. Road vehicles. Lorry station and bus station. Yeah, I always click on the wrong one, and then I end up wondering, like, why my buses aren't going somewhere, and it's because they're good. I've only built a truck station. And I also always forget which way this goes. Okay, so this is the pass-through station. I think I want this one. Yeah, build a separate station. I knew you're going to do that. That's fine. So I'll do that. And I'll build this one here attached. And we'll build a road. Why? Why can't I build a road there? Oh, okay. Okay. And let's build some trucks just to shuttle coal between these two. And I built that the wrong way. Okay. Good. And now new vehicles. And we'll get a coal truck. Buy the vehicle. And I'm going to give it orders before I clone it. So we will go here and fully load any cargo. And then go here and transfer. And that should be good. And I don't know if I need to do this to say go to the nearest depot, but I just like doing that when it finishes dropping off. I find it kind of annoying to have to do that. How many of this should I clone? I don't know. Let's do like 5 of them or something. All right, go, 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 go. Okay, what's your problem? Can't find a path to continue. Well, because I don't have enough platforms for you. All right. It does accept coal, right? Yes. Okay. It does accept coal. Okay, fine. You're going. Now you can go. I should probably do something with this here. I'll do it later. Why are these just turning around? Didn't I say? These are not shared orders either. That's annoying. Ugh. How do I quickly share orders between all of these trucks? Do I have to go into each one of these and be like, shh. And where's the one that is fully loaded? Oh my good God, I've lost it now. You are not supposed to be doing that. It's Dragelson Mines that... Okay, you are not supposed to fully load cargo there. You're supposed to load it at the mines. So these orders are all completely wrong. Shit. Oh my God. Okay. Where is that? Epstein Woods. Oh. Oh, that's the train. Jesus Christ. Okay. I really should share the orders between those trains. Use the drop-down arrow next to go to, and I think there's a shared orders button there. There is, but like, what I want to do is I want to take all of the trucks and just give them the same shared orders without having to click on them, each one of them. There is a way to do that from the trucks list, but I just screwed up the orders here, so let me just share the orders with there. Okay. At least that train has shared orders. And then I guess there should be a truck here. One of these trucks I gave proper orders to, right? Didn't I? Okay, that's a train. Okay, we're doing this again. I want a truck, and I want you. When you go to the mines, you are supposed to fully load any cargo. And you should do that. First, come on, drag the orders. There you go. There you go. Okay, so you unload, then go to the depot. This one, you have to transfer. That's what I want the orders to be. Now, if I click on these, then I can do shared orders with that one that is correct. What it means, I think, is that we've got a bunch of people who are just trolling the chat. Probably some dipshit incels on Kiwi Farms or something that found it. Okay. The internet is a pain in the ass. All right. So let me see, since we're here to learn, Let me see. Can I just do shared orders here of each one of these? If I do all road vehicles, and raceway send to depot, is there a way to take all of these road vehicles and give them the same shared orders? Huh. I thought there was a way to do this. Auto replace. Livery. Rename. Delete. And create a new group. If I create a new group called coal trucks, and then I do this, how many coal trucks? Wait, why do I have so many trucks? Oh, because these are buses. I don't want the buses in here. Okay, that's fine. And yes, it does have multiplayer. Thanks, Nick. I will be doing a stream on Saturday with Master Hellish, who is like the expert at this game and the channel that you go to learn how to play. He's doing a charity stream for cancer this Saturday, and I'm just brushing up on everything so that I don't completely embarrass myself when I play in the tournament. And actually, this game is awesome if you haven't played it before. It's based on Transport Tycoon Deluxe, a game from the 90s, which is why it has this 90s interface. But this is an open source clone of it, and it's actually really fun. So now that I have these grouped, is there a way to, I don't know. I don't remember how to do this. I don't think there is, I guess. I guess I just have to go to each one of these and like share the orders. But I need to share one that is doing this correctly. So there should be one that comes to wait to load, which will be correct, and then I can just clone that one. Has more features like path-based signals, yeah. I mean, OpenTTD, when you go back and play Transport Tycoon, a Deluxe, after playing OpenTTD, you realize how much they've improved OpenTTD. It's a lot. But this is annoying. Like, I want to share the pre-signal days, yeah. I want to share the orders with all of these trucks, but like, how do I find out which ones have the shared orders and which ones don't? This is really annoying. Because a bunch of these trucks have wrong orders. That one's correct. That one's correct. So which are the ones that don't have correct orders? They should be the ones that are traveling around empty and aren't stopping here, like that one. There must be a way to give shared orders to all of the vehicles in a group. Yeah, I mean, this was the game that set the standard for all games to follow in this genre. So like, it was phenomenal at the time, but when you go back and play Transport Tycoon Deluxe in like a modern context, it seems kind of ridiculous. There's so many 90s things about this game that just, it's not the way they would make it today. All right, how are you doing? You are not producing very much coal. Well, more than you. Okay. I'm going to leave these trucks. I know they're not... Oh, actually, you know what? If you're just being dumb... Well, at least... Why are you loading? Yeah, you are really broken. You absolutely... Yeah, I've got the orders backwards on you, so you need to be that way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you're transferring. Are you transferring? You're going there empty. You are loading, so you're wrong. And you need shared orders with this guy. There. I think that's it. What's still sad is no one is anything better than OpenTTD. Yeah. I know. It is annoying. Transport Tycoon, Transport Fever 2 is apparently like kind of close, but I don't know. I wish somebody would just make this, but with like a really modern interface, and they don't need to do like 3D and shit like that. Like, I don't need any of that shit. Give me 1 second here. You ever been to the Bicycle Cafe in London? I have. Yes, I have, actually. And it was good fun. Cool. All right. What time is it here? Okay, I'll play for maybe another 15 minutes. Okay, those are loading. Those are all loading. This is all fine. There's a huge backup of trucks. I think I will build, just before we finish with the trucks here, reminding myself how trucks work in this game. I am going to... I'm just going to build out a little more infrastructure here so they don't get quite so backed up. But I think it might just be inevitable. That's not what I meant to do. You can see why I have to practice. Cool. Can't build anything else because the trucks are in the way. All right, so we'll leave that. Why are there no trains waiting here? Like, where are they all? Are they stuck somewhere? Or does it just take that long to get down here? Where are you going? Why are you going down there? Okay, there's something wrong with this junction if the trains are going down there instead of here. Is it like a signal that's wrong or something? Almost 2 a.m. here. Surprised to see you're still alive. Yeah, well, it's almost 2 a.m. here as well. Is there something wrong with this junction? That's correct. I want to see a train come here and actually take this. Because I think there's something wrong. Why are you here? You're a mail train. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Okay, you're stopped. Why are you stopped? Where are you going? You're the mail train. That's fine. I may have to do something better here because these trains are getting backed up. Okay. Now. Where are all my coal trains? You're not a coal train. You are a coal train. I want to see you do the route properly to make sure this is working properly. Why are you waiting for a free path? Because the signals are screwed up here. Okay, that's fine. There. That'll be better. What's hilarious is Transport Fever 3 has been announced. That's cool. I mean, it would be cool if they could make it like this game, but with better graphics. So what trains are servicing this? There are 3 trains, right? Is it just that much coal that's sitting here? Where's the third one? The third one's waiting. Looks exactly the same, but as helicopters now. Nice. All right, cool. I think that's all working. So we're bringing some coal in here. These trains, are they actually making money now? 194,000 euros a year. That'll do. I don't want a diesel train, dude. But I might want to look into why these are breaking down. It might be time to upgrade our trains. Let's see. All on group trains. Manage list. Replace vehicles. We will take everything and upgrade it to the latest. And you're probably new enough that you don't need it. Do not consider subsidies when building. Subsidies are usually not worth it in this game. It's often too close. You want to do longer distances, so I don't normally bother with the subsidies, no. Oh, we can take a look at what there are, though. Where is the subsidies list? There. Yeah, see, like, I mean, this is a dumb route. This is really not worth it. It's too close together. Maybe it would make sense with road vehicles, buses, but, like, it just doesn't make sense. So that would not be worth it. It's better to just build long routes across the map. This main line's getting a little bit backed up. I think I need to improve this junction in particular. But this is a better way to do it so that I'm using this long stretch. I mean, the best way to do it is to do the stretches diagonally. So do them either this way or this way, because then the game actually calculates, the way it calculates the distance is like Manhattan blocks. So it's better to do diagonal, but it's annoying to build diagonal in this game sometimes. So doing this shared main line works pretty well. Like, these trains are moving pretty efficiently, and now I've changed them all to the same model of train, so they'll all run the same speed, as long as they're fully loaded. And then I can get, like, more money. Like, this is making me a lot more money to bring coal all the way down here than bringing it somewhere closer. I wish these trucks would get out of the way so I could build these better roads, though. Maybe I'll just build it this way. Like that. And maybe just like that there. And then this gives like some extra stations to go to. Will you go to that station? No, you keep going. Oh, you're going to the depot. I think I did tell you guys to go to the depot first. So now you're going to go out and you're going to go around here. Yeah. Okay. So once this clears up, then I'll connect this road through here. But can I do that yet? Will it let me? Okay. Okay. That's good. Cool. All right. So we got some coal going now. Now, can I do something with this oil field? Because I could bring that along this main line and then all the way down here. And is there anything that accepts oil down here? Is there an oil refinery around here? I could look at the map, but that's boring. Okay, there's oil refineries here. So maybe I'll bring it out this way. Cool. But I don't know if I have time to do that tonight. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to improve this junction because I've noticed the trains get backed up here a lot. So I think I'm going to have it branch off here if it's going down to this station. So I think we'll just do that, and that'll be the last thing I do before I go to bed. Do love this game though. And it is pretty fun that that they do tournaments in this game. Move that signal and bring this in here. And I think this will be a better way to design this. So if I just put a signal here and then do it like length 7 and get rid of this. Maybe once you've gone, see, I just need to do something about these mail trains. I think it's because I told them to go to the depot and so they go here. I think I need to build a depot somewhere else. So I should build a depot off of here somewhere. Yeah. And you, okay, you need to come out here. I'm just going to wait for this train, this coal train. Or no, you're not going there? Wait, why? Yeah. I definitely need more depots. Because the game is very much the trains are getting confused. Finally got JMRI working on my Steam Deck. Nice. That's cool. I know this is building on a farm, but we're just gonna go out like this. Nice. All right. So that's longer now. Additional supply depots required. Yep. Java model railroad interface. Yeah, I've used JMRI. I had that on my model railroad when I didn't have much of a model railroad, but I had it for a while. When I moved to Amsterdam, I didn't have much room for it, so it's still packed up. Now I got more room in the studio here, but I'm not setting up model trains. Not yet. Okay, so I think the trains that go here need to have a different depot to go to than this one. So I think I'm going to put one before this junction and then probably another one here after it. There's lots of space here, but not a lot of space here. I'll have to figure something out. I want it to do the same thing as this one, where it goes off of the main line. Where's the best place for it? Probably here. Yeah, I think I'll just branch it off here. So here, go out one. And then maybe like that. Oh, that's actually up on a hill. The keyword is yet. Yeah. I mean, I will have to have a model train here sometime. Just not yet. There. And put a signal before the junction. Nice. And then I'll put it depot here. Cool. All right, that's one. And then I'll build the same thing here before this. I guess I only need to come out by one here. And then in. That's good. Okay, good. Perfect. Oh, T-track. That's cool. T-track is so small. I did N scale for mine. I think this should probably be longer, right? Because I got some fairly long trains running here. All right, I'm feeling fairly confident that I could certainly not keep up with Master Hellish and team, but at least not embarrass myself. I'm doing okay here. I'm remembering the hotkeys and everything, so this is good. I think I'll probably try to stream one more time before Saturday, but if not, then hopefully I'll see everybody on Saturday, which would be good. Cool. Okay, I think you're just... Well, I'm modeling HO and then work for it too. Oh, yeah. Coal truck was minus 410. Do I care about you? Which one is number 16? Are you 16? You're 16. You're the one losing money. Do you have the wrong transfer? Why are you transferring? All right, there was a transfer order that was stuck on that, so that was not working well. People take 20 minutes to create an alt and get banned anyway. Why are they trying so hard? You know, the thing is, there are some people in this world who have literally nothing better to do with their time, and they're just sitting in a basement. They lead really, really pathetic lives. This is one of the reasons why, like, YouTube comments are such trash, because, like, you know, your well-informed urban planner is not going to be sitting on YouTube all day. They're going to be working. And so by the time they see the video and comment on it, it'll already have thousands of comments. But the people who do see the video instantly are the people who are just either happen to be online at that time. But it'll also be a lot of people who just literally have nothing better to do with their lives than to sit on YouTube all the time. And so it guarantees that their mom's space is not their own. Yes, probably. And so these people just have so much time on their hands that they just sit and comment on YouTube videos. And so a lot of comments, not all of them, but a lot of them are just complete and utter trash. That's fine. They lead very pathetic lives, and my mods can ban them instantly before I even notice half the time, so fine by me. however they want to spend their time. Okay, so that's cool. We got some depots now, and I think I'm just gonna finish up. Cool. All right, I'm just gonna watch trains for a little bit here, see how things are running. I think I've got way too many of these trucks now, but that's fine. 76% transported. 67% transported. Why is it so low? Far chunk of the comments are pretty good, but as time goes on, you see degenerate stuff. Yeah. What happens with YouTube comments? Well, and a channel as big as mine, as soon as the video hits, there's a bunch of garbage from people who haven't watched the video. And that's usually the babe wake up, NGB just posted kind of shit, you know, like, whoa, never been this early for a video before. Second comment, you know, there's all those ones. So those are trash. Then people start watching it. You get the people who comment as they watch, which are kind of annoying because they're like, and this, da-da-da-da, and then you see edit, oh yeah, you mentioned it 5 minutes later. But then they tend to be okay. Yeah, the first few days, the comments are okay. But what I found with YouTube comments is that if a normal human being clicks on a YouTube video that's, say, 2 months old and has 6,000 comments, they'll look at it and think, someone's probably already said what I want to say. Not everybody, you know, it's okay. People have original things they want to comment. I'm not judging. But a lot of people will see a video with 6,000, 10,000 comments and think, you know what, there's already 10,000 comments. I'm sure what I'm going to say has already been said. And it has been said, probably like hundreds of times. But morons will look at that and think, I'm so fucking brilliant that I have something to say. And they will write dumbass shit that's been written hundreds of times. And so over time, the comments become worse and worse and worse because the only people commenting, for the most part, are morons. That's just the way it goes. Okay, so I think this is all right. I got way too many trucks here. I don't understand why this is saying it's only 66% transport. I guess because the trucks wait here for so long. But like, come on, man, they're trucks. They don't take that long. I guess because they need to load and then they need to load the train and then the train needs to take it before it's considered transported. I don't think transferring counts as transported. That's why I read the top comments, not all comments. Yeah, and that's wise. And I don't really read the comments at all. I read the comments by my Patreon supporters. Maybe if like one of my mods tells me, hey, you should probably take a look at this comment, I'll look at a comment, but I don't really read the comments. I can't anymore. It's too bad, but it is what it is. Okay, that's cool. Should do something next time with these platforms so that more trains can come in. I should connect something to this iron ore. Maybe take this wood before these industries dry up, because they will disappear if nothing gets transported. And I'll keep using this main line to get some really good distance, because I think the trains that are delivering stuff to here are actually making a fair amount of money. This one's not. These ones are doing all right. Those comments about the Canadian flags in that one video, yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Flags are a funny one, though. I love trolling people with flags. In my winter cycling video, I have this thing where it talks about gloves and how the Dutch and the Germans call them hand shoes, like Handschoenen. And when I said Dutch and German, I put the Belgian flag and the French flag. So I said, like, sorry, other way around. So I said the Dutch and showed a French flag, and the Germans and showed a Belgian flag. And it was so funny because, first of all, like, there were people that thought, like, I did that by accident. I'm like, yes, I went to Wikipedia and said flag of Belgium and put it in for German. Yes, that's what I did. So I totally did it on purpose. But my favorite part of it was that there were people like, you moron, that's the Belgian flag. And I'm like, you didn't notice the other one? Almost nobody noticed that both of them were wrong. They were always like, that's not the Dutch flag. You should know that by now. You've been living here for years. Why don't you know what the flag looks like? And I'm like, you didn't notice the other one? That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. People get really upset about their flags. And so It is really, really fun to troll people with flags. All right, I'm just going to go check these oil trains over here and how they're doing and whether these tankers are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh, they got passengers now. I could do a passenger ferry between the two of them. That would be fun. 65% transported. That is a lot of oil. I laughed so hard at those comments. Yeah. Oh, that was good fun. I do enjoy trolling people. The other thing I love doing is pronouncing American cities wrong. Because Americans in particular get really upset. Like, when you pronounce, well, some people just get annoyed at pronunciations, which is annoying because I go to Google Translate, I try to translate, I try to say the town names properly, even in languages I don't know, but I don't speak those languages, and so I will get them wrong, and then people that get upset with that, I'm like, come on, dude, I'm trying here. I'm not just reading them like an English speaker. But I do enjoy saying American towns wrong. Like, instead of saying Portland, I say Portland. And people get so annoyed. Like, people from other countries will typically say, oh, hey, cool that you're covering my country. But the way you pronounce it is this, not that. Like, that's a normal thing from a normal. But if you say an American city wrong, they're like, how do you not know how to say Euclid? It's very funny. See, I live here in Pennsylvania, and everyone here pronounces some stuff wrong, and it is annoying. Yeah, it is, for sure. But, you know, it's still funny. All right, everything seems to be running now. I think we did well here. I got like 13 million more euros than I had before. Lancaster. No, it's Lancaster. All one name with no emphasis on any part. Lancaster. I don't know. Yeah, Portland is how you would normally say the city. There is an area of Toronto called the Portlands, though. If you say Portland. And the other thing is people get upset about emphasis. Like, if you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable, they get very upset with that. That sauce with a weird unpronounceable name. Okay. Worcester sauce. You mean that one? How are these trains doing? You should get loaded up very quickly as you unload, right? Worcester sauce. Yeah, that's the one. All right. That was good fun. It's late. It's after 2 a.m. Thanks for coming out. Maybe I'll do another stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night if I'm able to. In fact, you said it pretty much right both times. The latter two you did. Oh, okay. That's nice. Every once in a while, I get the pronunciations right. It is annoying, though, when people, like, bug me on the pronunciations because, like, I am trying, you know? Like, but I'm not a native speaker. The other thing I find hard is that I can practice the... I have this even with Dutch. Like, I'll know how to say the name of a town. And I'll say it perfectly when I'm speaking Dutch. But when I'm speaking English and try to put a Dutch town name or city name in an English sentence, I always pronounce it wrong. Like, it's hard to, like, switch from the way you pronounce stuff in English to the way you pronounce stuff in Dutch in one sentence. And so I end up doing it wrong all the time. Amsterdam. Yeah, sometimes I say Amsterdam because that's easier to say when I'm speaking English, but it is actually Amsterdam, right? So if I say Amsterdam, and I do try to say that in my videos, but sometimes it's hard to be speaking English and then switch to Amsterdam instead of Amsterdam. Bicycle Dutch has the same issue. Yeah, I mean, it's not even an issue of like Bicycle Dutch speaks fluent English and Dutch. It's just that when you're speaking one language, it's hard to stick in a word in the other language because, you know, all of the vowels are different and like everything. And it's hard to switch between the two. The other thing, like when I was just recording my voiceover tonight about houten, which in Dutch is houte, I always ended up saying it with like a Canadian accent, like houten, houten. Like I'm out and about and houting. Like I'm going to houting, eh? And I know in the voiceover there's a couple of times when I said it that way because I just could not. Like I'm speaking with my Canadian accent and in an English sentence and I just say houghton instead of howta. Anyway, whatever. Good to talk to everybody. Thanks for coming out. Dutch folks would also say Amsterdam in English when speaking English. Yeah, they do sometimes. Sometimes Dutch people say Amsterdam just because that's what they say. If I say Amsterdam and Rotterdam, I put the emphasis in a different spot than when I say Amsterdam and Amstelveen. That's interesting. To Amsterdammers is Houten. Yeah, it's Houten. Houten. And in my Canadian accent, I say Houten. 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 Like without even a T. Houten. Hey, we're going out to Houten, eh? You want to come with us? I got a couple of beers, you hosers. All right. I got to stop. Later, everybody.